the ongoing series about the life of the people touched by the love of the Pacific. Here are their stories. This is Highway 54.
He disappeared.
I like that intro.
Man, he actually did on that intro.
Listen, he gave
I'm out of here.
the intro. I was like, fuck this, I'm gone.
Give him 5 seconds to run away.
All right. So on Gimme 5. So this episode, just a few things that are on my mind right now in the world. So basically, everybody's talking about with COVID-19 and everything going on, how the world needs more prayers and whatnot. And honestly, I think what the world needs is a little more love and compassion. I've seen a lot of people posting lately talking about COVID-19 and the percentages of 97% of people who aren't affected or impacted by it and this and that. And just in this last week, I know 5 different families that have been impacted and lost people from COVID-19. And so with the people out there that are just posting just random reckless shit, talking about it because they don't have anybody that they know that's personally been affected. I think you're the first people, the prime examples of people that just need to show more love and compassion, because that's what we need as human beings right now to get through all of this. Another thing I want to say is, stop flexing and start investing in yourself. And by flexing, a lot of people get on social media and they flex. They want to show what they have and they want to talk about, show off their relationship and seem like they're so happy. And I'm saying right now is a good time to just be investing in yourself. And by that, I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about just investing in your happiness and investing in your health, like truly investing in yourself. And I think that's a message that we need to be preaching more, as opposed to talking about, how we have this, how we have that. We need to get down to just being genuinely happy with the people in our lives and giving off good energy to people, because that's what we need right now. Because again, COVID-19 is real. 2020 is a motherfucker. And just because 2021 is right around the corner, it doesn't mean that suddenly a new year is going to make everything better. In fact, things might get worse before they get better. So we need to prepare ourselves for that. And by that, we need to start doing that, sharing love, sharing compassion, and just spreading good energy, and not good fake energy, because we all have bad days. We all have shit days. We all have shit moments, and that's okay. That's part of the human experience. So understand that, it's part of life, but we're in this together. So let's spread that joy, spread that love, spread that compassion, and just be there, hold each other down. And last but not least, something that's near and dear to my heart. There's a kid named Jalen Vaden, and he's currently in a Missouri State Penitentiary. It's a very long story, but at the end of the day, what I want to say is check out freejalenvaden.com. Jalen Vaden is serving a 22-year sentence for a crime that he did not commit, a crime that he was coerced into by police officers. And it's a very fucked up situation. And the more people read into it and the more people dig into it, you'll see that this young man is innocent of everything he's been charged of, and never had a conviction of any type, never even had a traffic ticket. Is a good father, good son, good husband, or excuse me, not a husband, but good friend and brother to his people, very beloved in his community by teachers and by coaches. And then suddenly gets mixed up with a girl whose family have some money and have some power, and ended up in a very bad situation that he didn't do, but ended up taking the blame for it. So if you would, check out freejalenvaden.com, because it's something that we need to fix, these atrocities that go on in our country, especially these injustices, and they go on everywhere. There's many Jalen Vadens out there. But I know Jalen personally, and it's one that's very near and dear to my heart. So if you would, please check out Jalen Vaden, freejalenvaden.com. We need to spread the word, spread the message, because this wrong needs to be made right. But that's today's Gimme 5. Every week we'll have more messages for you and just more random shit coming off my brain.
Awesome. Give it up, everybody, for Kellen. Gimme 5. Yeah, that's so what was the hashtag, or what was the free Jalen?
Free Jalen Vaden.
There's a website, freejalenvaden.com.
Okay.
There's a website, and on that website, you can literally look at, this is all evidence that the prosecuting attorneys had, judges had. There's videos from the night. So long story short, 3-year-old Jayda Kyle was found she's found laying on the floor unconscious. This is back in my hometown of Joplin, Missouri. It was actually in Carl Junction, which is right outside of Joplin. She was found laying unconscious on the ground. Jalen actually called 911, did CPR on her, everything. This isn't actually his child. It was his girlfriend's child. And he performed CPR on her and everything until the police got there while she was on the phone with her parents. Her, meaning his girlfriend, who has a father who's an attorney, bigwig back home, and got a lot of money, got a lot of power, former police officer. He knows the police chief there is his buddy. So long story short, for 1 week, they were telling everybody that Jayda was actually just, it was a medical thing. That's what they kept telling people. Oh, it was a medical thing. It was a medical thing. And then after a week of the investigator saying, dude, there's no way this was a medical thing. This little girl was abused. What the fuck, And then suddenly they all flipped the whole story. And he's like, oh, he did it. And yeah. They have the shit on there where the police officer interviewed Jalen and they interview the mother. And with Jalen, it was very much like they're pushing it on him. Like, we know what you did. Is there any abuse? Blah, blah, blah. You can watch the whole thing. And they interview him one way and pretty much just like pushing it on him. And then with her, they were like, now listen, we know somebody did this and we know you're not capable of this. So it must have been him. And they're just trying to, it's so fucked up, man. And then even his own attorney in the end did some very snaky fucking shit. So it's a very sad situation. And many people back home are very familiar with it. There's a lot of people actually around the country that have started following it more and more, but it just hasn't got enough headway. So we need to get more people out there. This is one that I can tell you right now, without a shadow of a doubt, this young man is innocent for the crimes that he is being has been charged for. He's actually serving a 22-year sentence and can't even get an appeal because he took a plea deal. Because they literally told him, his attorney told him, you're going to face 2 life sentences if you don't take this plea deal right now. You're better off doing that than you are going to trial. So what does he do? He's 22, 23 years old, doesn't have good legal counsel and literally just took a plea deal. So now he's screwed unless, they get it gets some national attention and somebody looks into this case and they bust it open. But check out freejalenvaden.com. You can click on the links in there and you can see all kinds of shit. You can see these fucked up text messages that the mother sent to some of her friends where she says, Jalen didn't do this. She never completely flat out says she did it, but she makes it very clear that he didn't do it. She also says in messages to him, like before, like weeks prior to, like her kids are getting on her nerves. Like, I'm going to fucking kill one of them. I want to fucking throw her across the room. She makes comments like that. And literally that was the way her daughter ended up dying. And it was funny because people say, some people that are defending those people are like, oh, well, parents get upset. And I realize parents do get upset and they say dumb shit, right? But it's one thing for you to get upset and say, oh, I want to fucking throw my kid across the room. And it's another thing if your kid actually gets thrown across the room and dies. So it's a fucked up situation, man. And not all of the Gimme 5s are going to be like this, but this is for the first one. I had to bring that up. So free Jalen Vaden, freejalenvaden.com. You can look at the hashtag free Jalen Vaden. There's a lot of people, again, that are following this. So I hope you guys will check it out.
We hope you enjoyed the show today. Do us a favor and click on the like button or share our podcast. Thanks for listening. Till next time, we are Highway 54.